Welcome to Soulmates Reunite, my new video series where I share with you my real-life soulmate reunions this lifetime. How it felt, if they recognized me too, did we end up in a romance, are we still together, all of the tea. Stay tuned and make sure you catch the entire series. Each video in the series will be simply entitled Soulmates Reunite. And at the bottom of the thumbnail, the name of that particular soulmate will be listed. Today, we are discussing King Anachi, aka Lawrence. You give me butterflies inside. Before we get into it, let me properly introduce myself. I am Empress Nandi, ordained metaphysician, certified angel therapist, soul healer and teacher, and intuitive. Born of a ray beyond the indigo ray. And as always, it is my honor and privilege to serve you. Hit that like button. You're going to love this video. Share this video. Hit that notification bell. And please add your soulmate experiences, comments about my soulmate experiences below. So, what had happened was, one time I was lying across my bed. My eyes were closed. I was relaxed, tapped in, doing a Tao chant. I was meditating on the chant, totally at one with it. I was feeling the vibration as it permeated my body. All of a sudden, with no warning, without even a thought of Ghana, of Lawrence, or royalty, soulmates, I was at my Ghanaian coronation in full regalia, standing side by side with Lawrence, my soulmate from that time period, and this one. As far back as I could see, there were people from our kingdom gathered to enjoy the festivities. Everything was red and gold. There was a red carpet, red flowers everywhere, lots of red in the audience, gold everywhere, an abundance of gold. I was dripping with gold. He was dripping with gold. There were gold pillars. Gold was everywhere. I remember feeling very happy, but also nervous. There was something unusual, apparently, about our coronation taking place with us side by side, being acknowledged as the one head to the Akan throne. And there was no knowledge of my present 4D reality. I was completely immersed, completely present in a past life. And then, without any warning, without prompting, I returned to the bed chanting. Only then did I realize what had happened. That I traversed a plane of consciousness and immersed my consciousness completely there. It was experienced as vividly, as authentically as any experience I've had in this present reality. Lawrence, oh my God. I honestly can't think of this man without a whole vibration of passion flowing through me. Even if I'm upset with him, this thing just always comes over me when I think of him. So we've incarnated 4 previous lifetimes and also this life. And each lifetime together, we're having this very powerful, magnetic love between us. We were married in Singapore and Calcutta. We were royalty in Ghana, as we just experienced. And we had a powerful Indigenous American lifetime together as well. This 5th time around, we are reunited yet again in America. I sat here staring at the same old wall. Came back to life just when I got your call. For the old heads out there, that is Peaches and Herb Reunited. I love that song. So Lawrence, my 4th romantic soulmate, he's the one that I know the most about from a soul history perspective. He's the one that I don't want to say have the most powerful connection with to date, because I have a whole host of human beings that I've produced with a different soulmate. I think what I'm getting at here is because of the royal history we share and the number of lifetimes we share, the connection is undeniable. It's a whole thing. It's a whole stratoverse of its own. Stratoverse. I just made up a word. That's how it feels. So even though I had experienced 3 soulmates prior, including a husband, it wasn't until meeting this soulmate that the heavens started teaching me firsthand what it actually means to be a soulmate, showing me with my own experience what soulmates are. Now, I had other phenomenal awakening experiences in the relationship with the soulmate before this one, and we'll talk about that in another video. The first time I saw this man, I was at the company for an interview. Man, my heart skipped a few beats. At that very moment, my soul memories awakened of our past lives together, but I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know then, but our reunion would be so critical in my awakening process. At that point, he was just a deliciously fine specimen of masculinity, and I was enjoying the view. I also had no idea I would become obsessed with our love story. I learned later, of course, that he and I were Ghanaian royalty in one of our 5 lives together. But at that time, I didn't know anything. And so we just relived the third eye experience of our coronation. So that happened years after our first meeting. But interesting enough, we both have a present life connection to Ghana. He was born Ghanaian, and my uncle was assistant chief in the eastern region. I have family in Ghana right now. So when we first met, I noticed everything. But I was there handling business. I didn't know if I was ever going to see that man again. I played it cool for a while. I got the job, by the way. I also had just recently filed for divorce. So I definitely wasn't looking for anything. I was just there contracting my professional services, looking fly every day, looking beautiful, smelling beautiful, because that's how I do. And everybody noticed, and I became a thing, and he was enjoying the view. Gosh, it's making me smile just recalling these memories. So we worked in the same place, and I got to see his deliciousness every day. Oh my God, that was such a thing. I could barely focus on work. I'm telling you, I just wanted to go jump his bones all the time. At this point, we weren't even in a relationship, but that's honestly how I felt. And I was just trying to figure it all out. It's like, you are usually so much more composed than this. What is happening to you? So, like I said, I played it cool for a while. And it was just something about him, from the fact that he was an amazingly attractive, intelligent man. He was degreed, he was successful, he had an amazing body. Just, oh, he was chocolate. He was well spoken. His taste in clothes, just everything was what I like. But I was still playing it cool. You know, I noticed a lot of the other ladies liked him too. And I was there, you know, getting my paper. That's all I was there for. But I couldn't stop thinking about him. And apparently he couldn't stop thinking about me and watching me. So we developed a friendship. And it didn't take long for him to make it clear that he was interested in more than a friendship. He asked me out on a date when he came back from his trip to Ghana. Oh, I was so excited. But he was too, and I could tell. It was beautiful. I mean, we couldn't stop smiling every time we saw each other. Smiling from continent to continent. So it was this thing that was always pulling me in his direction that I had yet to identify. I didn't know we were soulmates. I just knew he was fine and the type of masculinity that I like. But I could also feel his passion from miles away. It was just a retarded experience because I had loved before, I had lusted before, I certainly have had amazing attractions before. They all have been. It was just something different. It had a life of its own. It was just crazy. It was just, I was obsessed. That's like a legit time in my life where I can acknowledge that might have been like semi-threshold clinical obsession. Okay. So he came back and we had our date. Now, I'm normally such a dignified person, but just the way I felt about him, all of that just went out the window. It did. The tension, the chemistry, the fascination, the pull. It was like a magnetic pull. I didn't understand it all, but I was definitely in it. definitely experiencing it. It's like the more I would try to tame it, control it, put a lid on it, become my demure or regal royal self again. Lord, all it would take was him to just blow my way, or for his number to pop up on my phone, or me to just think about him. He was like kryptonite in a way. If you have any questions about anything I shared in the video, please ask. Om. Peace. Amen Ra.